Well, winter is here and most of us are longing for the warm weather and sunshine, especially on a morning like today. And there's a reason for that. Most of us aren't getting enough of the sunshine vitamin. We're talking about vitamin D. And joining us this morning is registered dietitian Deanna Segrave-Daly. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Oh yeah, great to be here. You know, we picked a really good day for this topic.
It's just kind of blah.
You're not going to get the vitamin D today from the sun, that's for sure. But you know, it's so important. You may have heard that calcium is important for bone health.
Yeah, we've always learned about bone health, but it's more than that, isn't it?
Exactly. So vitamin D is crucial for bone health, keeping your bones strong and preventing osteoporosis. But yeah, there's a lot of emerging research suggesting vitamin D might be tied into reducing your risk for cardiovascular disease, improving your immune system, warding off infections, even reducing risks for certain cancer.
Wow.
It's really exciting. So researchers are re-looking at the doses that are recommended, and are we getting enough? Many health professionals think we're not getting enough.
Well, how much are we supposed to get on a day like today? Obviously, you're not getting it from outside. So how much, first of all, do experts recommend that we get?
Well, we recommend in international units. I think there's a graphic coming up on your screen to show for each person how much you recommend. But those recommendations came out in 1997, and actually health professionals now are recommending we get almost double the amounts that are on your screen.
IUs, the average Joe, I don't even know what that is.
International units. It's important to know the numbers, but like I'm a dietitian that likes to talk about food, so I can tell you ways you can get it into food.
So what is, like, say for example 200 IUs, what does that mean? Like, what is that, a cup of milk? You know what?
Well, one glass of milk will give you about 100 international units, but I'll tell you portion sizes, what to shoot for. But one thing that's really important to talk about is the American Academy of Pediatrics last year came out with a recommendation that kids and infants should now get double the doses that you just saw on the screen.
Wow.
So it's a little confusing. So like I said, I like to talk about the food and how you can get it from the food.
I like
rather
food.
Convince, you know, you don't eat numbers.
Right. Well, this one might be a tough sell for me, but other people might like.
Yeah, it is a tough
sardines.
sell. Right, I know. I brought that as to represent, you know, vitamin D naturally occurs in food very rarely. Oily fish is about the only one. Sardinas, tuna, salmon, but the amount you'd have to eat every day is not feasible. So most commonly, we get our vitamin D from fortified milk. That's the #1 way we get it. So 3 glasses of milk a day. If you're not a big milk drinker, chocolate milk counts, by the way. You can make a smoothie out of yogurt, milk, frozen fruit, and actually a lot of the yogurts nowadays are being fortified with vitamin D. Make sure you look, it's very clear on the labels, and some cheeses even are. So make sure you look, getting about 3 servings a day, that's like a cup of milk, cup of yogurt. Orange juice.
I think there's a return to orange juice. For a second, everybody was so carb crazy. Nobody wanted orange juice. Remember, the producers were getting frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
People are going back to OJ.
Yes. I'm glad the carb, you know, don't be scared of carbs. And calcium, it's fortified with calcium and vitamin D often. Look for it on the label. That's another way you can get it in. Ready-to-eat cereals, you pour some milk on top of there. That's another way to get it in.
Now, just say I have a bowl of Kix in the morning. Is that enough?
No, that's not enough, but it combined with some of these other foods during the day, and you know, just as a safety net, getting a multivitamin in is always a good way to kind of cover your bases. And if you are at an age risk, you should always talk to your doctor if maybe you need more supplementation than what I suggested to. So
good advice this morning. It's something I have to tell you, a lot of people don't think about. They're thinking about everything else, but vitamin D at the end of the day is pretty important.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Registered dietitian Deanna Segrave-Daly. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
John?